Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. All right, you guys, it's March 2025, and there's so much to talk about. I just want to invite you to pull up your chair, grab your beverage of choice. I'm waiting on my coffee. And let's just sit and chat, talk about some things and how we're moving forward in the month of March. All right, let's make sure that we have everybody involved because there is going to be some amazing updates. Now, a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're doing a Saturday sit down. We're going to talk about some weight loss, and we're also going to talk about our book study that's coming up this month. It actually starts tomorrow night. So, for those of you who are interested in the weight loss, okay, let's chat weight loss real quick. Now, y'all let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know. I'm always glad to see you guys when you chime in, but I do want to know who I'm talking to and where you're from. Hey, Rachel, thank you so much. Hey, Miss Alwanda. Hey, Miss Sue. Good to see everybody. So if you're following me on Facebook or Instagram, I did a post earlier today about somebody who had come onto one of my videos and tried to body shame me. And I felt the type of way about that when it happened last year, because it is not the first time that has happened. For people who are in their journey, hey, from Virginia, hey, ma'am, good to see you. For people who are in their journey, right? Weight loss, healthy lifestyle, whatever it is that you want to call it, can be very challenging just to get started. Hey, ma'am, from Dallas, good to see you. It can be hard just to even get started. Hey, from Georgia, good to see you guys tonight. Chime in. Let me know if you started a healthy journey, weight loss journey. What are you doing? What's working? What's not working? Where are you having your issues? Now, before I do chime in, I do want to say this. First of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not giving you any advice on what you should do. I'm only sharing what I'm doing and how my journey has gone over these past months, years, whatever, because I'm in a year-long healthy lifestyle. It's really just been within the last 2 years that I've really decided to take my life back. My children are grown now, or everybody except Jackson, they're grown, and I am recapturing my life. So I'm just recapturing my life. And that for me means healthy living. Healthy living is a thing that I'm prioritizing at my house. Oh, very good. What did you change your diet to? If you don't mind me asking, someone says they changed their mind, changed their diet. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, since Weight Watchers. Oh, man. Wow. Well, thank you so much. We're trying. So the kids and I'm glad you said that. She says, I've been watching you since Weight Watcher days. I'll just share what she said. Thank you so much. And we've been through all of it over here. We've done Weight Watchers. We've done keto. We've done carnivore. We've done the cabbage soup. We've done Lose It. We Child Carb Manager. Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad you changed some of that. Very good. I've changed a lot of my eating as well. I actually don't crave as much as I used to. I have a huge sweet tooth, and I do crave sweets, or have had a craving for sweets. But as I have continued to change things in my eating plan, in my diet, I don't crave it as much, which I'm very thankful for. And I'm also building up a healthy tolerance to just say no. I have to say no to myself. That's not something that I would do right now. It's not, oh, nice. I actually don't eat a ton of fruit. I need to eat fruit, but then I'm always trying to, right now I'm just counting my calories, right? I'm allowing myself some carbs. I am counting my calories, but I do try to manage my carbs as much as I can. So I started this weight loss journey about 2 years ago just to really get myself in order. Because what I found was when I turned like 47, I was finding myself having night sweats, hot flashes. I still have hot flashes, and my body was just going out of control, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. What In addition to that, my weight kept creeping up. It just kept going up and up and up and up. And I had been doing keto and all the things, and I couldn't find any relief in my weight loss. So I actually went to my doctor and I said, "You have to help me." Started a health journey in February, lost 7 pounds so far. Very good. Working out 4 times a week, coming from a sedentary lifestyle. Eat low carb. You've lost 80 pounds on a low carb diet, but since regained it. And I get it too, because I had lost quite a bit and I regained some of my weight as well. And I think I have a little bit of, I don't need anybody to come over here and tell me what I look like. I already know. And then, especially when you share your journey on social media, people know and they can tell when you have gained. I can tell. I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now. But to do the things that was, that people try to do to you, like I'm not standing for that anymore. Eating the second, not the whole container. Right. Eating on the second, not the whole container. I hear you. I was talking to my son earlier and I said, I have a healthy serving. Oh, good. I have a healthy, I'm trying to gain a healthy relationship with food, because I understand that food can either make me larger or it can help me get to the goals that I'm trying to get to. And I have to understand that. And he's like, "Mom, do you have an ED?" I'm like, "What? ED? No, I don't have anything." "What? I'm praying you better come through and lose them 23 pounds, ma'am. Okay? Don't let Uncle Billy be chasing you around that trailer now. Tell Uncle Billy to calm down, Uncle Billy. Calm it down. Friend over there losing weight. I see you." But I just have a healthy appreciation for the foods that I eat and what they can do to my body. Now, with that being said, I went to my doctor and I said, "Listen, I need you to help me because I can't help myself." And so what she did was she referred me to she's a specialist who deals with people who have had bariatric surgery. Now, I have not had bariatric surgery. I don't believe in cutting on myself. I just believe in telling myself no and working on the things I can work on. So I met with that doctor and we met for a very long time, and she helped me get to a good space in my life. I had to track my food. The one thing I wasn't doing overly much was going to the gym, but I was tracking my food and I was doing real good just by tracking, right? But I know that you can't do it just one-sided. You got to do this and this and this and this. So I've had to since start doing some things. So I got down from 231 pounds when I started meeting with her to 161 pounds. So that was a total weight loss of about 69 pounds. And I had been as heavy as 250. So I had a combined weight loss of 89 pounds. Now I can go back and tell y'all that 161 was too small for my body frame. When I pull up healthy body fat for my height, the chart says I should be 125. That's too small. 161 was too small because I wasn't doing my weight training at that time. When I look now, I should be between 150 and 165 to have a healthy body fat ratio. My BMI would be very good, right? I need to lose 13% of body fat to be at that stage. Yesterday I was at 186. So I've gained 24 pounds. I've gained 25 pounds of the original 69 pounds that I had lost. I've gained 25 pounds. I know that. I don't need you to tell me. I clearly know myself, right? But I did my measurements starting January the 1st. I did my measurements January 1st, 2025. I've lost a half an inch in each bicep. I've lost in my thighs. One thigh, not the other one. Oh, very good. I like it. I see you, girl. Okay. Per the doctor, listen, got to do what the doctor says, and you feel better. When you are not carrying around all the stuff you were carrying around, you just feel better. So even though I've gained some weight back, I still feel good in my body. I sleep well, I feel good, I don't have low energy. Hey now, I don't have any of those types of things, but I do take issue with people who want to constantly tell you all the things you're doing wrong. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. And recently I've had a huge work project and it's been stressing me. And so I can tell that I've just retained from that stress. Thank you, Jesus, that I'm at the end of that work project. And so I am not going to be having all that stress in my life like I was having before. And so I hope that that's going to help me. I started off in August of 2024, going to work out every day. Now, I know for me, when I push my body to such a state, it backfires on me sometimes and I gain weight. What I'm doing now is I am working out almost every day. I very rarely take a rest day, but I do some cardio. Like I'll walk or I'll do the bike or something like that. Instead of doing lifting every day, I do lift about 5 days a week. I try to lift 5 days a week. I do a 30-minute lift. I lift heavy. And then I try to do 15 minutes on the bike or on the treadmill to give me 45 minutes for this 45 medium challenge that I've been doing. Now, for the month of March, I'm doing 30 days on the mini stepper. So 30 days on the mini stepper for 30 minutes. So I think one of the things that Sister and I were talking about, this stress thing, it'll I gained 3 pounds that I was not trying to gain. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now because I am not feeling this. Because I'm looking at everybody. Oh, I lost 20 pounds in 3 days. I'm like, how? I'm working out every day. How? I mean, and I'm lifting heavy. I had thought about getting a personal trainer. I went to the gym and asked, what was the price for the personal trainer? And I hear the Lord in my head telling me, Shakema, you can do this. You don't need to have somebody walk you through the workouts. You go and work out every day. So once I get the workouts done, then I have to make sure that I have my eating right. Now I have food in my house. Before, I've just thrown everything out. This wasn't keto friendly, so I'm throwing it out and I'm starting over. We're not living that life. Eggs are $28 for 5 dozen. I'm not about to do it. $7 to $8 a dozen. Oh no, sir. So we're eating everything in our house, but I am counting my calories, and I do have a tracker that I use to track my food. With all of that being said, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. I go Monday through Friday to the gym. Saturday and Sunday, I work out at home. So what I've been doing for the last couple days, I just got my stepper at the end of February. So I actually do 30 minutes of strength, 15 minutes of some type of cardio, and then I come home and I do an extra 15 to 30 minutes on the mini stepper. So for the month of March, I'm doing 30 minutes for 31 days on the mini stepper. That's going to be my goal anyway. Will I make it? I don't know. And I thought about chronicling it. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I would do it in a shorts or reel format, so I don't have to edit too many videos. I could just do it very quickly. Now back to you, Lisa. Lisa said I need prayer for sugar. And I'm telling you, it's a real thing. But the Lord tells us that we have the fruit of the Spirit. And one of the fruits of the Spirit is self-control. And we have to exercise self-control even with our older selves, because it is so easy to just give in and say yes. Do I still allow myself to have treats every now and then? It's just what it is. If I totally say no to everything, then I am going to lose my mind and binge. Not binge to the at a problem, but I mean, I'm gonna just eat something I shouldn't eat. but why shouldn't I eat it, right? I have to be careful with the words I say up to myself as well. I'm really mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth because I have goals for my life. I have goals for this body. Remember, I talked about my goals. So that takes us to, and I'm jumping around, but it's all going to make sense, I hope. Tomorrow night, we start this book, God is a Matchmaker, right? This is our March study, and this probably will go into April. So March and April, and it may even go into May, I don't know. But I start my book in June. But here I am doing God is a Matchmaker by Derek Prince, because I am praying and asking the Lord to send me my spouse. I am asking God, like, I'm serious about this thing, Lord. I've been praying for 15 years. Like, can we get on with it already? And I've given God, I don't want to say I've put him on a specific timeline, but I've asked him, I've prayed, God, can it happen within this amount of time? And it hasn't happened yet. But when I meet my spouse, I'm not planning to be engaged for 3 years. Like, I want to go ahead on and do what we doing so we can move on and do what we going to do. In that mindset, I got to get my body together because I'm comfortable with my body. There are pockets or pieces of my body that I'm not comfortable showing anybody else. So knowing that in a marital relationship, intimacy comes in, I have to do what I have to do, and nobody else can do that for me. So I've got to ask the Lord to help me exercise my self-control with the things that I put in my mouth. Now, I'm very specific in these days about the diets that I use. I just want to eat whole food. I want to eat every food group. I don't want to leave anything out because I don't want to feel like I'm missing something. I want to make sure that if I go out with my friends, if we go to somewhere, we celebrating a birthday, or we go to lunch after church or whatever, I can always get something on the menu. And so I have to make those decisions for myself. I just have to say, Shakema, you know what you can and cannot do. The other thing that I know for sure is when I'm working out, I have to stay on a schedule. If I deviate from my schedule one thing, it's going to put my whole day off. When I leave work, I go straight to the gym. I don't have time to go to Walmart. I don't have time to go here. I go to the gym because I don't want to work out. I have 50 other things I could be doing. 50. I don't want to work out. I could go in my garden for 3 weeks and just stay there and live my best life. I don't want to go to the gym. But I go because it's important for what's coming down the road, for what I've prayed for. So again, I have to make adjustments in my meals. I'm trying to eat as high protein as I can. I think my protein goal for the month, for the day, is 150 grams of protein. I haven't met it yet, but I've gotten close. So I try to eat higher protein options that have less carbs. And the one thing I like, I use Carb Manager on my phone. The one thing I do like is it tells me, it breaks my meals down and my snacks, and it tells me you have this many calories left and you have this many carbs left. What I've been managing over the last several days is to keep my carbs pretty low, even though I'm eating every food group, if that makes any sense. Right? Okay. So for March, for those of you who want to join me for March, my starting weight is 186 pounds. That's my starting weight as of February the 28th. I didn't weigh this morning. I wasn't feeling well, and so I just didn't weigh. I'm going to take yesterday's and keep going. I do also have a body fat composition scale that I bought from Amazon. It's called Our Belief. And what it tells me is it tells me my body fat, my bone mass. It does my body measurements. It also connects with my Apple Heart or your iPhone, Apple phone, Apple Watch, whatever. It tells me what my weight gain or loss is. It tells me how much my muscle frame is, my muscle mass. And it also tells me how many, hey, little lady, it tells me how many calories I need to have for the day. Now, the one thing I'm trying to figure out, and if you know this, you need to let me know, how do I calculate a calorie deficit? Because in here, it tells me I need 1,503 calories a day just to maintain my body. I've tried to lower that to 1,200 calories, and I find that I'm still not able to get as much as what I need in for the day. Because when I go to the gym, I lift heavy. I don't lift light. I lift heavy at the gym. And so if you can notice, I didn't wear this on purpose, but if I just kind of suck in a little bit, you can actually, again, see the traps. Traps are coming, right? And you can also see my clavicle or collarbone. And for the very first time in my life, because the scale is not moving in the positive direction, but I have to weigh that with, am I gaining muscle, even though the scale is not moving? For the very first time in my life, I have muscles. Can y'all see that? Like that wasn't there a couple months ago. That's a thing. I work these muscles every day. I work these muscles every single day doing something. And when I get off here tonight, I'm getting on this mini stepper to do my 30 minutes. I'm actually going to do 45 minutes because I got to do my 45 minutes for the 45 medium. So if you're in for the 30 minutes mini stepper or 30-minute something, 30-minute movement march, let's call it that, the 30-minute movement march, if you're in for that, chime in the comments and let me know that you're in for. You see that one? That one's there too. That wasn't there before, but I'm gaining muscle, but the scale is not doing what it's supposed to do, even to the point of my clothing. Now, my clothes still fit the way they were fitting before. I wear mediums. I wear a size medium. If I try to do a large, I needed a jacket for a funeral I was going to. And I saw a very pretty jacket at the Goodwill. I picked it up. I thought it said a medium. I actually went back and looked at it, and it said a size 14, way too big. Even a 12, way too big. But I'm between a 10 and a 12. The only thing that is my area is my stomach because I'm apple shaped. So I'm not trying to spot reduce. I'm just working my whole body. I do upper body on Mondays, whole body on Wednesdays, lower body on Fridays. And then I try to find something else to do. I probably do a couple whole body days during the week. So we're calling this the 30-minute movement march. 30-minute move. You got to do something every day. And I'm going to post a picture and you got to come in and let me know what you're doing, right? It's just going to help us. I was even watching something today where this lady was given some tips. If you can't stand, you can't move, you're not mobile or as mobile as you need to. She was given tips on how to do stuff sitting down, because there's such a thing as chair yoga or chair aerobics. There's chair Zumba. Y'all, I've done chair Zumba before. So there are things that we all can do combined with our nutrition. Now, I've seen this and I believe it. A bad diet, you can't exercise away from a bad diet, right? Or bad food. There may be a day where you have something, but I'm not having something every day. I actually went and I was looking for the sugar-free fudge pops because sometimes I like a little ice cream. And I was getting the carb balance, but my app does not like it. It says limit. So I actually went to Walmart and we just happened to see the sugar-free fudge pops. 3 fudge pops is 120 calories. I don't need 3 fudge pops. I just need one. And I don't need one every day. I just need one every now and then. So that was good. I got them. They're in the freezer. My kids don't like them. Hey, it works out for me. It'll be in there when I need it. I had a salad today. I had a Chipotle ranch salad, but it's one of those kits. It came with its own ranch. That ranch is a lot of calories. So I switched it out for my skinny girl ranch that I have in the refrigerator. I can have 2 tablespoons for 10 calories. So, Oh, very good. Subscribe to a senior exercise channel. That's very good. Find the people that you like, the people that do what you want to do, and the ones who have the results that you want, and follow those people. Sister is in a group with us, with a couple ladies in my weight loss group, and we work out to this one specific girl, and she's like, Mom, I don't like her. She's like, well, I'm just trying to figure out what's my breakdown. I said, well, you don't have to do her exercises, but if you notice, on Mondays she does upper body. On Friday, she does lower body. On Wednesday, she does full body. So if only thing you do is pick up what she's doing every day, you can come up with your own stuff. Now, I don't want to come up with nothing, so I just follow somebody. I go in the gym, I go to the back room most times, and I will stay in that back room because nobody's usually there when I get there, and I'll do my workout. However, what I have been doing, though, since I can tell my body is changing and it looks different, is I've actually been going out and working at the bench. I've been going out there and working at the bench, and I just have to tune out what people look like. If they're looking at me, what I've understood is everybody is in there getting their own workout in. Nobody is looking at anybody else. And if we do stop and we looking around, child, we just trying to breathe. That's all. We're not looking at you to see what you doing. We just trying to breathe, okay? Because we are putting in this work. And I noticed that some of the bigger guys, they'll just move over out of my way and I'll move out of their way, and we just do what we doing. So I've gained confidence by going to the gym. I wear earrings at the gym, not these big ones. I just wear something a little, cute. What I am going to do in the month of March is I'm actually going to get workout clothes. I don't have workout clothes as in like a sports bra and workout pants. Now I'm not getting them. Them booty shorts that make your booty look like an apple. I can't do it. That's not my life. So I'm not about to get that. And but I'm going to get some workout clothes that are my regular size so that I can start seeing my own improvements. So I can see my changes for me, because I'm interested in what I look like. I'm not doing this for anybody else, and nobody at the gym that I'm looking at. Usually a couples come into the gym I go to. It's not one of those, you have all the young people. These old people go to the gym I go to. Some young, but not really. So I'm not looking at anybody else. I'm doing what makes me feel good. And what I have seen is that as my body is changing, I feel good in the skin I'm in. I feel great in the skin I'm in. Okay, I got to move on to talk about something else. The study. So I was going to do a preview of this book. I don't have time for all that. I will see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for God is a Matchmaker. Now, the one thing I want to say about this book, again, it all goes to my weight loss journey for me, because I need to be able to stand naked and unashamed in front of my husband. I need to be able to do that. And right now, I think I would have more confidence now than I would have had 6 months, a year ago. So I'm getting there. Am I fully there? Absolutely not. But I'm working every single day. Y'all, I have glutes, and these glutes are gluting. Okay. I'm like, very good, Shakema. I'm doing all the things. But before I read this book, God is a Matchmaker, and this will be the third or fourth time I've led a couple groups. This will be the third or fourth time I'm going through this. And why do you read the same books over and over, Shakema? Because sometimes you didn't get it the first time. You just need to go back over it. Or you got it and you want to share it with somebody else. So that's why I do it. So here's what I'm telling you. Before I read this book, I would obsess over, when is my husband coming? God, when is he coming? Is that him? Is that him? Is that, I would see somebody at the grocery store. Is that him? People are like, oh, you might meet him at the gas station. God, is that the man pumping the gas? Is that him? Is that, and I would just obsess about, when is he coming? And then I would get upset because he wasn't here. And I would see other people get somebody, or maybe they done went through 2 or 3 people, and I'm still over here keeping the faith, standing strong, 15 years strong, and I don't have anybody. I read this book and it changed my perspective. It changed everything about how I think about my husband. Now, do I still think about getting married? Yes. Do I still think about wanting to find someone? Yes. But it does not over monopolize my time. It does not overtake my mind. It's not my every waking thought. And that's what it used to be. This has given me the assurance. And I'm not telling you he promises you a husband in here. It's not that, right? But what he does is he tells you that God has heard your prayer. And then you have to allow God to do his work. And so I allow God to do whatever God wants to do in my life while I'm doing what God wants me to do with my life. So God is doing in my life what he wants while I'm doing with my life what he wants, right? Delight yourself in the Lord and he'll give you desires of your heart. I never could understand that before because I always thought, you know, I have this desire, this desire, this desire. Okay, but what is God's heart? Do his heart. And as I have taken on that challenge, I've found fulfillment in a place that a man can't give me. The ladies group that I lead, the hundreds of women that follow me, the thousands of people that comment on my posts, all of that. I've found such fulfillment in my life that there are times when I have to ask, like, God, do I have space in my life for somebody? Because I'm full. I'm full at the end. I'm doing all the things. He will not come and find me wanting or find me sitting at home. He's more than likely going to see me walking through the hall somewhere because I'm on my way to the next place, or he's going to see me, doing something or serving at church or wherever the case is, or I'm at work and I'm moving, because that's just how it is for me right now. But I want us all to be encouraged. This is males and females. If you desire a mate, I believe that God has something or someone for you. Here's what I know to be true. There's too many single people out here for there not to be somebody for us. Now, my question, because I have questions, is why am I single and why are you single? And if we both single and we like each other, why are we not together? Because, it's not just cute out here trying to be single forever if you desire marriage. And so he takes us through his journey of how he prayed and what he prayed. And I love that for me. It helped me. It helped free me from this prison I had put myself in that nobody's ever going to want me. I've been watching too many TikToks, and this has to do back with the healthy. I watched too many TikToks. This man said one time, he said, I don't care how big he is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are men who like big women, and we have been fooled into thinking that we can't get a man because we big. Trust me, plenty of men have tried. Big, small, they didn't care. They don't care. They were here for the wrong reasons. That's why I'm still single. But now that I know better, and now that I know what I'm looking for, and now that I have a purpose in my life, I know I know what I'm looking for. I know who I should be looking for. And I know who's going to be looking for me. And so I just want to run us through that. So we're going to be meeting Sunday nights. It's going to be on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join, let me know that you're joining. You don't have to have the book, but I always think a study material is good because I want to mark it. I want to write stuff in. I want to do all the things. He starts off, let me see how many parts. There's 4 parts, but 12 chapters. So it's about 12 weeks. It's going to be 12 weeks. So that'll take us through March, April, and May. Then we'll come back in June and start my book, which is 90 days. So 90 total days. We did 40 days of love. This is the second book of the year because I believe that God has it for us. We are going to pray together. We're going to pray for one another. And here's the thing, and I'm just putting this out here right now. If this is not your jam, listen, it's not my feelings will not be hurt. You don't have to come to this. But if you come here, please don't come so in discord. Don't come speaking against people. Don't come with your crazy comments because we are not here for that. Generally, I do these studies in closed groups because I only want the people here who want what I want. I only want the people here who are praying for me as I'm praying for them. But I know a lot of people don't like closed groups, so I'm going to do it in an open forum. But if you are coming here with your thoughts, it's called God is a Matchmaker by Derek Prince. Derek and Ruth Prince, God is a Matchmaker. You can find it on Amazon. But if you're just going to come here and boo-hoo us and talk crazy in the comments, please stay home because I don't want to have to shalabak for you. Okay. I don't want to have to get the Lord involved. I just don't. I don't need that smoke, and neither do you. We are about the Lord's business. We are about what God wants for his people. And he wants us to have the desires of our heart. I just believe that. And if you desire marriage, then I believe that I believe it's for you. It's for me. It 100% is for me. I'm living such a fulfilled life, but I know that when I come into covenant relationship with my spouse, that I'm going to be living a life that I could not imagine, dream, hope for, dare to dream, none of that. It's going to be so Ephesians 3:20 and 21 for me. And I believe that with my very, very whole heart. And I want you to believe that as well. So join me here tomorrow night for anybody that is interested, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sundays only, one night a week, because I can't do 40 more straight days. That was a lot. And I'm going to believe God for us. I'm believing God for me. I'm believing God for you. And I'm believing God for everybody that wants this. But I can tell you the very best thing it ever did for me was took the pressure from my life, where I was always, is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Why is it not him? I don't do any of that anymore. Oh, eBay as well. Very good. And check thrift books as well. Check thrift books, because that's another one as well. So anywho, last book I want to share with you, because I think that this will be very helpful for those of us who are really, really, really wanting to be devoted and surrendered to the Lord. This is a book that I think is going to be very good. It's called Devoted to Jesus. It is From First Steps to Fully Surrendered. It is by the Kendrick brothers. They did The Forge, the movie The Forge. Alex and Stephen Kendrick. They've written several books, but this is the latest book that goes in line with The Forge. And so if you don't have this book, I think you should get it. And I think you should find a person to read it with. I think you should find a person to go through this book with. In Derek's book, I'll give you some of the chapters that he goes through, or some of the topics. He goes, his school experience. He talks about the voice of the bride and the bridegroom, which the Lord gave me a verse in 2000, I believe was 2022, Genesis 2:18 through 25. My life verse. God gave me a couple verses. He talks about his first wife, Lydia, his second wife, Ruth. He talks about the divine pathway to marriage, the gateway, the attitude, actions that lead to successful marriage, the man preparing for the marriage, the wife preparing for the marriage, and then the role of your husband, of your pastor and your parents in marriage. Because a lot of people think we're getting married and nobody else has a say in it. That's not true. There are a lot of people that do want to have say, and there are some people who should have a say. Do you have a marriage mentor? Do you have somebody that's been really, really married, like married real bad, for years, 50 years, and they are still married and love each other? I don't mean they just staying together because they don't have nobody else to go to or nowhere else to go, but they really love each other. We're your marriage mentors. I don't need anybody to tell me about my marriage. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. He talks about divorce and remarriage, because that is still a thing in the church, where a lot of people don't think that those of us who are divorced should get married. They think we're going to hell. I thought I was going to hell when I got divorced, but I knew I could not stay married. I could not stay married to somebody who did not desire to stay married to me. There were some other situations and circumstances going on, and so I just had to do what I had to do. But I knew that the Lord was taking me. I knew I had just bought my first class ticket, bullet train to hell, and the Lord came in and helped me. He helped me. He said, Shakema, that's not my plan for you. Divorce does not separate me from heaven. There are consequences, and my children and I have faced them multiple times on days, every day. When I look at my son not growing up with his dad, that is a consequence of divorce. But I'm still not going to miss heaven because I am divorced. And I'm not going to miss heaven if the Lord send me a new husband. When he talks about the place of celibacy. He talks about, and then Ruth comes in and she talks about her experience marrying Derek, right? So it's a lot of twists and turns in this book that just really helped my thinking. It did not guarantee me a husband. It just helped my thinking. Going back to this book, Devoted to Jesus, he talks about your foundation. He talks about growing. One of the things as Christians, as followers, disciples of Christ, that we should always strive for is growth. I can't be the same person I am 10 years from now. What did God do in my life? One of the things I was going to post, and I didn't get a chance to post this, but listen, write this down if you want to. You don't have to be a negative statistic. Your life, your children, your situation, circumstance does not have to be a negative statistic. What you can be is a true testament to the goodness of God. If you look at me now, if you knew me before and you look at me now, all you should be able to say is, wow, oh my God. Somebody said, I think it was Kelly said, I've been watching you since Weight Watcher days. I am nothing like I was back in Weight Watcher days. Nothing. I don't even remember a lot of it, because so many things have happened in my life, so many good things. Even though I've had situations, God has brought me to a place that my life is a true testament of what a miracle is. Yeah, I didn't have a missing limb that grew back out. I just had a broken heart that God mended. And now I'm different. I'm not the same person that I was then. He talks about your identity. Do you know who you are in Christ? And most times when we know who we are in Christ, we don't settle for foolishness and we don't do foolishness. Then he talks about the scripture, church, prayer, surrender, victory, and then your lifestyle. So, and then discipleship. So this book is going to be an amazing resource for some people. Again, will we do it as a group? I don't know, but I'm encouraging people to get together and do this together. You can do all kinds of stuff by yourself. Sure you can, but it does help when you have an accountability buddy. When you have somebody to text and say, hey, did you do your 30 minutes today? When I come and post my post, I don't want y'all, oh, well, what had happened? If you got to break it up into 10-minute increments, if all you got is 10 minutes to get your steps, go get them 10 and come back. No, girl, we doing this together. So I think the thing that makes living this Christian life so much better is when we can do it together as a group. My journey may not be your journey, but at least we know we both going in the same direction. Makes sense what I'm saying? How can two walk together? Let's say be in agreement. Let's all agree that this is what I want for my life. But again, if this is not for you, don't worry about it. Leave it. Come back to it. Pray over it. Come back to it. God, are you leading me in this direction? He may not be. It's perfectly fine. It's not for you right now, but it will be. It's not for me right now, but it will be. I still got to do a few more things. Very good. That's okay. You don't have to get it right now. But if you know that you have the time, the effort, the energy, it can be your morning devotional. Adding in a little Bible study with it. You got your 15, 20-minute, 30-minute devotional in the morning, or whenever you do it. So anywho, I just wanted to share those couple of things. I wanted to share the 30-minute march movement, 30-minute movement march with all of y'all, because I'm going to be moving my body. I'm actually going to go move it right now. Love you guys. It's on. Oh God, dog, it's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. That means I'm going to be stepping late. Anyway, I'm still doing it. I love you guys. I hope that you're doing well. Know that I'm praying for all of us. I want us all to do well. I want 2025 to be the very best year that we've ever had, and it can be. A lot of us are living the very best that we've ever lived in. And if it's this good now, it can only get better, right? I do believe that. Y'all pray for me as I pray for y'all. And I'm going to see you next time. Like the video, share, do the hearts, do all the things. Share. Share. Do all the things. I love you guys. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye now. See y'all tomorrow night for the study. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here.